Wrong button. Sharing it around, guys. Sorry. Trying to take care of some things. Do this. So, hi, how are you guys? Go ahead and let me know if you're here. I see that there are some people here. And go grab a volume of manga and let's get reading. I'm going to be reading Carnival Omnibus number 2. That's upside down. There we go. This is going to be my choice for read right now. For those of you who are unaware, Spring into Manga Love, today's the last day. I was really bad about doing sprints this round. I think because it was a week long and I was in the middle of doing 2 readathons. I was hosting one and then participating in another. It was crazy. So I wanted to get on here and do kind of like a live read along sprint with me kind of situation. So this is going to be my choice for the reading. Let me know what you guys are going to be reading because I always love to know what everybody's reading. I'm kind of nosy like that. So this isn't going to be like a huge, big discussion style thing. I mean, feel free to ask me questions. I'll do my best to answer them while I'm reading. But this is mostly going to be picking up a volume of manga and reading along with me. Pick up whatever you want. Read whatever is going to make you happy today. I just finished another series. I finished Monkey High just before I decided to pick this one up. Originally, I was going to end everything with Monkey High, but I had a little extra time, so I opted to do this. So yes, tell me what you guys are going to be reading. I don't know if I've got a huge lag on the comments. I don't know for sure, but yes, I'm really excited to do this. Oh, thank you, Robot Joe. I appreciate that. And hi to everybody I haven't said hi to yet. I am just organically myself online. That's a really rare thing out there, I think. There aren't many people who are just very transparent online. And I'm just myself. I don't try to be anybody but myself. The only thing I really edit out are a lot of my ands and ums and weird noises so that I'm not annoying people. But other than that, it's just all me. I don't really script. I don't really do any of that kind of stuff. So, oh, hi, Julie. Love you too. So, I'm going to start diving into Carnival. So, I know you gave your thoughts on this series, but I can't remember. Is my dress up darling worth a pickup? If you're okay with some kink, I guess is the easiest way to describe that. Um, it's definitely a series that isn't going to be for everybody. I would watch the video again. I get really detailed as much as you can without spoiling your first volume. So I think that's going to be your best option to know for sure whether it would be for you or not. It's one of those, it's a very personal thing. And My Dress Up Darling and Pleasure and Corruption are like kind of on the same wavelength, but differently. And so I've got lots of thoughts about both. And I think I'm going to talk about both in an upcoming video. So look forward to that. But yes. So what's everybody going to be reading while we are here hanging out? Because I want to know. I'm just so nosy. It's not any good for anybody. And can I just say, the art in Carnival is just so pretty. I mean, it's a Josei series. So it's like an action adventure Josei series. It's really, really cool. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend trying it out. I loved the first omnibus, which is why I'm picking up the second one. It's old, but I love gore. There you go. Volume 3 of Wake of Sleeping Beauty. That's a fantastic volume, personally. And Wolf Children, that's one that's on my list to read. Sounds good. I'll definitely watch it again. One more question. I'm not really a shoujo fan, to be honest. The closest thing to shoujo I love is Requiem of the Rose King. Anything kind of like that, you know of. Well, Requiem of the Rose King is shoujo. It's not like shoujo, it is shoujo. Um, Along those same lines, I don't know that I found a shoujo that's quite that dark that I've enjoyed. But another one that's very like political and almost like battle centric would be Yona of the Dawn. Hi, I'm new to the channel. I love your content. I just read Way of the House Husband Volume 3. Hi, beautiful otaku. Welcome. And I really enjoyed that volume. It was a lot of fun. And yes, clearly Wolf Children needs to be in my life. Literally just started An Incurable Case of Love, Volume 3, 5 minutes ago, and saw this on. So perfect timing to read. Yes, I agree. We're all kind of in that Sunday afternoon, let's read mode. Hey, Aisha. We're just reading some manga live. Thought we'd all get together and read. So I'm reading Carnival. You're still playing Animal Crossing? I love it. I don't read a ton of yaoi, though Aisha, Mama Loves Manga there, reads a ton, and she has a podcast all about yaoi called The Yaoi Shelf. So she's a channel you definitely want to check out. Dynamic Dylan is another one. Bizarre Individual is another one. Those are the ones that read a lot of yaoi that I follow. You're welcome to play Animal Crossing while we sit and chat and read manga too. Like whatever makes you happy. Before the stream, I started flower breeding and it is tough, but I must have all the flowers. I've got a lot of the flowers. I finally got me a green mum today, so I'm super excited about that. I think I'm only missing blue roses and gold roses, but I think I've pretty much got the hybrids and all the others. Oh, I don't have blacks in some of them. I've got black tulips and I've got black roses. I don't think I have blacks in any others right now. I started breeding right from the beginning. So I've been breeding for the last 2 months and I bred in the old game too. So I knew some of the tricks right out the gate. So, yes, I love Takana and Hana too. I can't lie. If anybody's read the series, I forgot how much limb chopping actually happens in the series. So yeah, that's something. If you like dark and gore, definitely check out Carnival. It goes there. And we're only in the second omnibus, and there's I think the 10th one came out this month. Maybe. I don't remember. Maybe it was supposed to. It's a Yen Press. Yen Press halted a lot of their titles. This is such an awesome idea, Shay. I feel like sitting in a room with a friend reading together. That's the whole point of this. That's what I was going for. So grab a volume, come join in. Yeah, this is exactly what I needed. It's Sunday night here, 10 p.m., and was feeling a bit lonely, but not tired enough to sleep. Oh, well, I'm glad this is comforting for you. Oh, flash read, yes. Snow White with the Red Hair is really solid and really fun. It's got 7 volumes out in the US right now. So I really just enjoy the series as a whole, but I was addicted to the anime before I ever read it. So that might be playing a part in everything too. Oops, didn't realize you were streaming today. Reading some of Skip Beat and Yona. Yeah, I didn't announce it. This was just kind of a last minute decision. So I'm sorry that it came to you late, but it's it's a good time. Grab a volume of manga and come join in. Hi, Irene. Are you enjoying Blackbird, Spooky Nerd? I really enjoyed that series. I might do a reread of that one pretty soon. Glad you're enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying Tokyo Ghoul. I guess Tokyo Ghoul Re, I should specify. Because there are 2 series now. I can't just say Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, it kind of sucks to be current with Yona, but I still love it and I don't hesitate to pick up new volumes when I can. Yes, Zen is like princely goals for shoujo manga, that's for sure. Blue Flag's amazing. I really love that one. Go feed your family. We'll be here for a bit. New to this channel. May I ask what led you to the idea of reading together? I've tried to read some Change the World, and it was kind of immersion breaking. No offense though. I just this was partly in association with the Spring into Manga Love Readathon. I was bad at hosting sprints, so that's kind of what this is, but a little more open ended. So I'm sorry you take offense to this video. I have only watched the anime for Snow White with the red hair and Yona. Really want to get to the manga soon, but part of me just wants to buy from where the anime left off. Honestly, the anime does leave stuff out, so it's worth picking up the volumes that you've already watched because they do come across differently in the manga. I'm reading Witch Hat Atelier, which I picked up. I didn't think I'd become so invested. No, I'm obsessed. Yes, that one is easy to get obsessed with. Hi, Sean. Yeah, Witch Hat. It's amazing. Yeah, Rose King's amazing. I'm so excited for the new volume coming out next month. I've not read Boarding School Juliet, Kay and Caleb, but I've read Magus of the Library and I love it. How long did it take me to collect all the manga I own? Well, I've been collecting manga for about 4 years now, so that long. And I have over 700 volumes in my collection. So it's been a slow collect, not as slow as some. I've been very blessed financially to be able to have the kind of collection that I do. But I still took my time. I didn't just go out and buy everything I saw. It was slow, it was reasonable. I didn't break the bank doing it. I'm building a collection too, and I promised to myself I'm only gonna get the manga I really enjoy. That's great, Irene. And I don't hesitate to get rid of things I don't enjoy. I've never been the kind of person that just keeps everything in my collection I've ever read. I do this with books, I do this with manga. So these are all volumes that I've read and I have genuinely enjoyed. I'm in the process of rereading through some of the titles in my collection that are a bit older and I'm not sure I want to keep to see if I really want to keep them. If I enjoy them again on a second read, then I know that it's one that I want to keep. Otherwise, I just let it go from my collection. Any advice for starting a manga collection? I have two bookshelves and they are filled with manga I like. Need to get another shelf because I'm running out of space for some more manga. I think the biggest thing is to only collect what you genuinely think you would enjoy. Don't buy into the hype necessarily on titles. There have been a few titles that I kind of bought into the hype on and they're not on my shelves anymore. Um, if you can, like, try out a chapter on the publisher's website before you pick it up. Um, watch a lot of manga first impression videos, and don't necessarily worry about buying brand new. You can buy like new on a lot of used websites and save a ton of money that way. Or wait till they're on sale and bulk buy at the time and just save in the meantime. Places like Barnes and Noble and Right Stuff do sales all the time. And don't be afraid to collect digitally if you're running out of space. Digital is great. I have a decent digital collection on my Comixology. A lot of my Kodansha titles I just keep digital unless it's one I know I love, and then I buy the physical copies when they're coming out. Like Perfect World and Living Room Matsunaga-san are a couple of great examples of that. Um, And don't be afraid to get rid of things that you didn't enjoy. Don't feel like you have to keep it just because you read it. Sell it or do whatever you want to do that way. Have you watched or read Lovely Complex? Not yet, but it's high on my list. I believe I have the anime on my to watch list, so that should be coming up soon. I'm really starting to dislike Prince Ray. Who's Prince Ray, Flash Read? Talking about Prince Raj? Raj is a jerk for the most part. But Raj grows on you with time. Guys, seriously, the art in this series, it's just so pretty. And it's a lot. It's really, really good. Waiting for an order from eBay that I made for used copies of all the omnibuses for Kitchen Princess. I know what I'll be reading next weekend. I really love Kitchen Princess. It's on my favorite shelf right now. I know you dislike the bunny drop ending. Do you have the series? Asking because it was the first video that I watched on your channel. I'm in the process of selling that entire series off as a whole. What series are you reading right now? Can't see the full cover. It's Carnival. This is the second omnibus. The first one got close by. Let me grab it. So this is what the first omnibus looks like. It's really kind of like almost steampunk. I really enjoy it. Is there an anime for Carnival? I might have to check it out because I really enjoy the series for sure. Good to know. I'll have to look it up. I don't any own any overhyped manga or mainstream. I own the hidden gems I got, like Wonderland, Otakoi, Uzumaki, High Rise Invasion, Interspecies Reviewers, etc. Well, that's good. As long as you love your collection, that's all that matters. And just never go into debt for your collection. That's always going to be the biggest piece of advice I ever give anybody because going into debt for your collection is never worth it. Like, it's just something that you can do slowly. You shouldn't be in a rush to have shelves that look like mine. Like, it took me years to get this. When I first started making a lot of manga content, I had just two shelves like this on one of my bookcases. And like, none of that matters. Like, just do you, just do what's best for you. Ooh, sorry. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Night I Become a Monster. That's a great light novel. I seriously enjoyed it. I also own some Inyo Sano mangas. Every time I look at Goodnight Poon Poon, I just think I can't do it again. Fucked me up for 2 days straight. I really want to sell it, but I love and hate it. That's one that I think I'm going to try to get through a library because I know that's one that I would never read again. That's something that you can evaluate with your collection as well as rereadability because it's one thing to read a series, it's another thing to own it and reread it. These are all series on my shelves that I would revisit and read again, which is another thing that I take very much into consideration as I choose things to own. If it means the world to you and the thought of getting rid of it like makes you sick, then obviously keep it. But if you're just like lukewarm and you're like, but I really enjoyed it when I read it, but I know I don't want to revisit it, it might be worth letting it go. letting it go to another home where someone can have the journey that is Goodnight Poon Poon. So that's a thought. I used to borrow from the library, and if I liked it, I bought it. That's a smart way to do it if you can. Where I live, they don't really have manga at the library, so it's kind of a trial and error thing for me. I agree so much. I like to reread the series I love. So rereadability is the main thing I consider when I'm about to get a new series. That's really good, Irene. Very good point about rereadability. I know I'm guilty of holding on to series that I probably won't revisit often. Like I say, that's totally up to the person, but I know if I'm not going to reread it, I'm less likely to keep it on my shelf just because I would rather donate it to a library and have it get lots of love than sit on my shelf and just collect dust and yellow, you know? I was reading Beastars, but I was taking a break to play more Bad Apple Wars. There you go. What anime have you watched recently? Okay, so I recently rewatched Kami-sama Kiss, but I'm in the middle of a rewatch of Haikyuu again. It's like my quarantine therapy, guys. Like it's a mood, it's a moment. My husband and I are also rewatching Inuyasha right now because it's on Netflix, and we've been really enjoying doing that together. I love Hey Goodnight Poon Poon so much that I'm thinking of putting the volumes in a box and like will fuck you over mentally. Thinking of sending it to my friend so he knows. Oh gosh, that would be hilarious. This is cool though. I miss doing things with other people. I love Inuyasha. Yeah, I miss doing things with other people too. So this is kind of like this cozy moment to read together, and I really enjoy it. A lot of people, like somebody came into my comments and said that they were like upset about it. I'm really sorry about that. I just really I'm trying to like enjoy and deal as best I can. I'm reading a lot slower because I stopped to chat with you guys, and I'm okay with this. It's a lot of fun. I've been watching the new Fruits Basket as well. It's so good. Oh my gosh. My word. Oh, it makes my heart so happy. Have I ever read Dead Tube? I've never even heard of Dead Tube. Have you been able to read Animeta yet? No, not yet. I think Dead Tube is a horror, so probably don't recommend. Yeah, if it's a horror, I'm definitely not going to be touching it. It is not my thing. It triggers my anxiety really bad. So that's why I steer clear of that kind of stuff. So like Junji Ito actually triggers my anxiety. I actually tried to read a little bit of one in a bookstore and I was like severely triggered. So yeah, no, a lot of that kind of stuff I just steer clear of just for my own sanity and sake. Really need to finish collecting some of the older manga I started reading when I first got into manga, but I always get tempted by the newer series when they release. Any advice, Shay? And it's all about just prioritizing what you can find. Sometimes you can find the older volumes for cheaper than a newer volume. So it's just about um, making a list and making your priorities known. And the other thing you can do is you can leave some of the newer ones for like family to buy for holidays or birthdays, things like that. Or, you know, to treat yourself when you're out and about if you're able to be out and about and find a bookstore. But yeah, that's kind of what I would do advice wise there. Dead Tube is like bloody gory, a lot of sexual stuff, one of my favorites. If it's too gory, it's probably not going to be for me. I don't do gore very well. This one is kind of on the borderline for me on what I can handle and what I can't. And I've been able to handle everything in this one so far. I'm really glad you like I'll Win You Over Senpai. If you like that, I recommend Defying Kurosaki-kun. It's spicy. Yeah, Defying Kurosaki-kun is on my list as well. A lot of my digital ones, I have a long list of series I want to collect. I want to collect a condition called Love first because it's the same mangaka that does Wake Up Sleeping Beauty. So I really want to do that. Hi, guys. Grab a volume of manga and join in with us. I'm dropping things. All right. My fan is making me a little bit cold, so I'm gonna go grab a sweater. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So excited to own Act Age. It's my favorite Shonen Jump title, but I love acting so much. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first volume of Act Age. It's gonna be a ride, that's for sure. I'm so glad you're gonna join in with us, Dylan. Wow, Sean, that wow. I um the weirdest scenes I've seen in manga probably either came from Pleasure and Corruption or Fire in His Fingertips. Those two had some interesting things happening within them, and I had thoughts, but probably Pleasure and Corruption if I had to choose one. Do I do live manga chats often? I don't right now, but it's one of those things where my audience keeps asking for them, so there's a good chance I'll be incorporating them into the channel for the next while. Have you read Say I Love You series, one of my top favorite manga? I have watched the entire anime and I have read the first 6 volumes. That's one of those that I'm trying to slowly collect for my shelves because I do enjoy it. I, re- I should probably get back into Cardcaptor Sakura, but I really want to play my second Animal Crossing profile. Aisha, I love you. Um, let's see. Are you still enjoying Beastars? I'm up to volume 4. My boyfriend likes Juno. Yes, I am. I have read through volume 6. After volume 5, I was a little hesitant, so I was able to receive an early copy, a digital early copy through Viz, on NetGalley of volume 6, and I ended up really enjoying it. I like the direction that volume 6 took, and from here on, I feel like the series is going to be different even than the first set, so I think it's going to be really good. Have you read Go For It Nakamura? Yes, I have. I adored it. I thought it was really, really cute. I love when you share your early copies. I loved Not My Idol, Not Your Idol. I love that one. Like, seriously, that one's gonna be so good. Oh my goodness. Seriously, Aisha, like you really should read Go For It Nakamura. It's so cute. Thinking of collecting a lot more manga from Inyo Asano. Love his art style and storytelling. The next series I'm gonna collect is Dead Dead Demons, Dead Destruction. I've heard that's a lot of people's favorite Asano work, so I think that would be worth the investment. Hey Dendor, who made V for Vendetta sound good? That wasn't me, obviously. It's true, Flash Read. Like, honestly, Snow White with the Red Hair is one of the most relaxing reads that I read. It's definitely like slow burn, like slower. Steph, is Wake Up Sleeping Beauty worth it? Yes, I have a whole reaction blog of rereading it, and then I have a dedicated video talking about it. Yes, Wake Up Sleeping Beauty is definitely worth it. Yeah, since his other stuff is depressing AF, but great. It will be great to read something lighthearted and silly. Yeah, I agree. I'm supposed to be sleeping. Then why aren't you, sir? Why aren't you sleeping? Both of you. Like, do I need to fly across the oceans just to smack you both? I love that you're here, but if you need to sleep, why aren't you sleeping? I've never talked about V for Vendetta in my life. I've never even seen it, never read it. Like I don't, I'm confused. Because reading with Shay is the best time before bedtime. Aw, well, that makes me feel a little better. I wouldn't have the skills to read and answer questions. I only look up like when I see a lot of movement out of the corner of my eye or when I'm at a pausing point. So that's probably why. I I have no idea, Sean. I'm kind of blown away by that. I agree with that one. I'm actually still collecting that one. I've watched the entire anime, but I'm still collecting the series. I'm only up through volume 12 right now, so I'm only like halfway through the series. Oh, the motorcycle one, Vendetta Road. That's what you're thinking. Like the whole Torpedo Inc. series. Like, yes, read Torpedo Inc. It's so good. Have I seen Promare? No, I have not. How many volumes did you already read today? I read 8. I read the entirety of Monkey High. Yes, Vendetta Road. It was good. Like the whole Torpedo Inc. series. It's a motorcycle club smutty romance, but it's got like this taboo element to it because of the way that the members of Torpedo Inc. were raised. I'm not going to tell you much more than that because it's kind of spoilers for the series. But man, the whole series is good. I really like it. Yeah, I have thoughts on Monkey High, so you'll have to check out the vlog that'll be up tomorrow because I read the whole series. You'll get my full thoughts. Overall, I liked it. I can't say it's a new favorite because of certain things, but yes, Crystal Vendetta Road. Have I read Super Dimensional Love Gun? I have not. Okay, Dendor, have a good sleep. Yeah, it doesn't really sound like my type of a title. I agree, Asia. Oh yeah, if it's grotesque, it's not gonna be my thing. I really can't handle that kind of stuff. Like it's triggering. I went to visit Dylan's Animal Crossing island. This will tell you how easily I'm triggered. And one of his friends was over and she was running around with her axe, like chopping up people wearing a bloody shirt, and I was triggered. So I had to like leave his island and like go calm down. Oh, thanks, Nadine. You're reading Kaguya-sama Love is War. Oh my gosh. I love that anime so much. I liked reading it, but I love watching it. Like I feel like the comedy comes across better in like that vocal format. The people they have voice acting the Japanese, I watched this one subbed, not dubbed. I don't even know if there's a dub for this one, but I watch it subbed and I absolutely love it. It is so good. The delivery is amazing. And Chika-chan is forever like the interloper, and I love her. Like Chika-chan forever. I would take a spin-off series just about her, honestly. And that's okay, Dylan. Like I'm not mad about it. I just knew what was happening to me. And so I took care of myself and I left. And I didn't mean to like make you feel bad or make them feel bad. Like it was just my reality in that moment. What's a manga you would recommend to everyone? Lately, my answer has been Haikyuu. I love the manga, I love the anime. If you have not touched Haikyuu yet, and I'm not a sporty person, I'm going to tell you that right up front. I grew up watching sports, but I was never as attached to sports as like my dad and my brothers because I don't have sisters. I only have brothers. And like I enjoyed live sporting events, but watching it on TV did nothing for me. But Haikyuu has this way of amping everything up and just giving you that like adrenaline high along with the players and the characters and the story that I've just never come across before in manga, and I really, really love it. Yeah, I agree, Elias. It's so good. You need to read more. That's great, Crystal. Keep going. Hi, Alyssa. Yes, my whole omnibus collector's edition of Fruits Baskets are right here. This whole shelf right here is like some of my favorites. So that's an easy way to figure out kind of my reading taste. I thought Super Dimensional Love Gun was going to be a wacky love, but boy, was I wrong. It was very cringy, made me think, damn, there's more pages to go. Shit. Okay. Yeah, definitely probably not my thing then. My brother's something husband is something I think everyone should read. It's such a thought-provoking human story. That one's on my list. I'm just trying to decide whether I want to track down the like two volumes or to get the like the big omnibus volume of the whole story. That's what I'm trying to decide on that one. When it comes to genres, I don't like anything too like horror, like grotesque or like body horror at all. I can't handle. So there are a lot of seinen titles that don't do it for me because of that. So if there's a demographic I don't drift towards, it's seinen unless it's slice of life. Um, but yeah, anything too dark is just not for me, or anything too violent. Have you watched Nagi no Asukara? No, I have not. Yeah, one of us, my brother's husband, is such a value for your money. I want it just to see the art in the bigger format. That's the other thing. It's bigger, and I kind of like that. So that's kind of what I'm trying to decide: is make it similar size to most of my collection, or have it be this big beefy thing that I just love. That's that's where the debate is coming in. I agree. An incurable case of love just keeps getting better and better. I can't wait for to continue on with the series. Well, that's a great anime. A Lull in the Sea. Oh, A Lull in the Sea. I might have seen that. I must Google. I have seen A Lull in the Sea. Yes. I loved that. I have not read Ghost in the Shell, but I have seen A Lull in the Sea. I absolutely loved it. I just didn't recognize the Japanese name because I had watched the dub, and so I just read it as A Lull in the Sea. So that was my bad. Aw, that's kind of a fun memory to have. Oh, thank you, Nadine. I agree, anime manga lover. Hi, Foxy. Yeah, I thought that was an interesting play on what was going on for sure. Hi, Foxy. I'm reading Carnival. I have not watched Monster. Again, that's kind of psychological thriller, not really my jam as far as I know. I would need a little more information on Monster before I decide whether I could handle it or not. Okay, if it's kind of like 20th Century Boys, I didn't enjoy 20th Century Boys, so I don't know that it's really going to be my thing. Yes, Foxy, pick out your next read and come join us. A lot of people love Monster. That's another unpopular opinion on my tastes. Sounds good, Foxy. You got this, beautiful otaku. Oh, I'm glad you find it soothing and easy to do your homework to, Alyssa. I have not, Sean. I have not read Banana Fish yet, but it's on my list. Okay, so my choices are Demon Love Spell Volume 1, Witch Hat Atelier Volume 5, Horimiya Volume 2, Yakumas Survived Volume 1, and Boarding School Juliet Volume 4. Read Witch Hat Atelier 5. I loved Volume 5. It's been my favorite volume in the series thus far. And I love the series. Banana Fish is really triggering. It has rape and gang violence in it. Um, I've heard really good things about that one though, like to the point where like people who know my tastes have recommended it, so I think I might be okay on that one. Is reading The Water Dragon's Bride worth it? Absolutely. I love that one. It's on the top here on my favorite shelf. Back up in the comments for me. Um, it is one that is on the more serious side for for a shojo. It doesn't joke around too much, but it is really well done, and I really enjoy the series moving forward. I feel like it ends in a really good place too. Ray Toma is just swiftly becoming a mangaka that I'm absolutely in love with, and I need more Ray Toma titles translated so that I can enjoy more. Ray Toma also did Dawn of the Arcana, so if you know you like Dawn of the Arcana, read The Water Dragon's Bride because they don't feel the same, even though they're from the same mangaka, which is rare for me. Don't worry, Foxy. I'm still going to be going for a while. I'm going at least until I finish, and I've still got all of that to read. So you're fine. Oh no, you're good, Foxy. We're still going to be going for a while, and I might even read another shorter volume depending on how many people are joining in. Oh, welcome, Amigara. Okay, I will keep that in mind, Flash Read. Thank you. If you didn't like Dawn of the Arcana, you probably wouldn't enjoy The Water Dragon's Bride then, because like the overall tones of the stories are different, but they're definitely different stories. Okay, Foxy. Welcome back, Foxy. Okay, has anybody else read Carnival? Because it's really good. Much more detailed than I was expecting, if I'm honest, but I like the details. And yes, very good. Very, 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 very good. It's got this great mystery aspect, and then it's got action. Obviously, like we're being slowly fed the information we need as we need it, but the rest kind of remains a mystery, and I love that about it. Snow White with the red hair. Let me look it up for you. I'm at a good pausing point, so let me do that. Yeah. What's up? I thought you were watching Stephen Yu movie down there. Oh, you did? Okay. Oh, probably. Okay, according to Baka Updates, it says Snow White with the Red Hair has 22 volumes published and is ongoing. So it's a long one like Yona. I'm wanting to, but not too sure if it will be my style. The art is really pretty, and I love it a lot, honestly. Hmm. Have you ever read Loveless? I like that series. Loveless is on my list, so I will be picking up that one soon. It's towards the top of my list to try. I would love to see it, Crystal. And yes, I love Prince for it as well. Are there any new shoujo manga you would recommend? The new ones from this year that I've been loving are Prince Freya, Not Your Idol, Love Me Not. Those are the newest ones that I've been really like loving that are physical. There are some digital ones I've been loving as well. But yeah, when it comes to shoujos, I read the first volume of I'll Win You Over Senpai earlier this week, and I really enjoyed that. Blue Flag is really good, but not a shoujo. It's a shonen. Wish you had some Pocky to eat while I read. Yeah. Let's see. Are there any other new shoujos that started this year that I'm really like excited about? Living Room Matsunaga-san is finally physically publishing, and I'm enjoying that. On Night of the Ice. I'm not sure when we're getting the next volume. It's Kodansha. They've pretty much halted all of their physical releases for the time being. So I'm not 100% sure when we'll get volume 2, but I loved volume 1. By the way, he's handsome. I like him. And he's telling me to eat. What's not to love? Oh my gosh, I have such a type. It's not. Hi, Isaiah. I hope you enjoy reading Uzumaki. I'm not sure, Foxy. Some people have a hard time focusing when other things are going on, so I don't know. Ah, I see. So maybe it's just the fact that you're focused on like the chat stuff that maybe is like taking away from your focus. I don't know. Yes, Elias, go get some sleep, love. I'll talk to you later. Oh, don't worry about it. Like, the chat isn't going anywhere, Foxy. Like, take your time, focus on your read. That's what this is about. I'm glad you enjoyed it, anime manga lover. Well, that's morbid. A little lizard came up to our main character in Carnival, toting like a decimated human hand with a well done. Hi, Cal. Are you freaking out because I'm over here? Come here. Hi. Yeah, I found it interesting as well. I did one not that long ago, Sakshi. Um, it's been within the last month or so that I've no. I guess it's been a little longer than that. But I only did it a few months ago, so it's I probably won't do another one this year. I might do another one next year unless my collection rapidly changes. I also did a recent library reorganization, so you can kind of see my layout of my library and where I've moved things to. What's the difference between shonen shoujo and manga? Well, manga is the big umbrella that shonen and shoujo are in. So, shonen is basically geared towards young men the ages of 12 to 18, where shoujo is geared towards young women between 12 and 18. So the story types tend to be different. And they, I have a whole video talking about demographics. So I would recommend just searching demographics for the channel search, and that'll pop right up for you. And it'll explain everything and how everything works, and it'll give you examples of each type. How often do you host these read alongs? I could definitely get used to this. Lots of fun. I plan on doing them more often. This is something that's been requested repeatedly by viewers and something I've been considering for a while. So expect to see more of this in the future. This is kind of an experiment for future videos like this. So I promise to let everybody know soon. For Yona of the Dawn, I own everything up through volume 23, which is all that is physically out in the US. These all stack back to like the first 17 volumes are all stacked this way. And then we have 18 through 23 right here. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end at the 2 hour mark. So we've got about 9 minutes left. So try to power through your read and finish up as much as you can. I'm hoping to finish this volume in that time. Thank you. Get some good sleep. guys, it's so good. I just finished this omnibus and I read the whole thing on this stream. Oh. Any last minute questions before I wrap this up, guys? Okay, friends, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up and end this stream. I love that so many of you came to join in. It was such a fun time. I hope you guys got lots of reading in. And can you hold back up Carnival? Starts with a K. Karneval. It's out through Yen Press, so I'm not sure if it's available digitally or not. You might just have to check Yen Press's site for that. So yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for checking out the stream. I love that y'all were here, and I will be doing more of this in future, and I promise to give you more heads up next time. This one was very last minute, and I promise to schedule them in advance in the future and let you guys know. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.